Surprise live. One time for the one time. Surprise live, real quick. All right, y'all. Surprise live, yes. I know, randomly in the middle of the day on a Saturday. I know. Come on in, family. Come on in. Come on in if you don't mind. Peace. Assalamu alaikum to everybody. That means peace be unto you. Shabbat shalom to our Hebrew brothers. Today is their day of worship. We're all family, so I have no problem acknowledging that. Shabbat shalom or shalom alaikum to my family, Black Power. Islam to my Moorish family. Namaste to my Buddhist family. Free the land to my Pan-Africanist family. One love to our people. Peace, and peace. Now, really quick, let us just drop something real fast. Number one, the last post I did, as your brother is headed to the gym right now, we have some things we must get prepared for. So number one, make sure you are training. If you are not training in martial arts, you must start now. I'm saying this again to you. If you are not training in martial arts, boxing, some form of self-defense, you must start now. Brothers, guns are not always the answer. Guns are not always the answer. Trust me when I say that. A coward can pull a trigger. Hell, a 2-year-old can pull a trigger. But it takes a lot of strength, a lot of confront and fearlessness to defend yourself, defend your woman, your children, and your people. So you must train. We must train. We have no choice. We must do that. That's number one. Number two, and by the way, it's only just in case. You'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it now, because at a certain point we will need it. Next point. For those of you who saw the last post that I did regarding the sister who was the star or co-star of the film Queen and Slim, this is something I want to make sure we all understand. Black women have been hurt by black men heavily. Black men have been hurt by black women heavily. But black people have been hurt by the system of white supremacy and white people above all. These are the facts. Now, if you have a difficulty facing these facts, then I don't think you are qualified to speak on anything dealing with us as a people. If you do not check the root of an issue, you will never solve the problem. If you do not analyze the source of a situation, you will never be able to properly and adequately rectify and bring about a solution with which to solve and handle all of the issues surrounding the problem. Do you understand? I can't sit here and say this black woman is a problem, that black woman is a problem, without first understanding what is it that has happened to her, causing her to behave in the way that she does. Same thing with the brothers, sisters. Most of you who follow my page have never met me personally. Never in your life. But you say, oh man, we love you, brother Rizza. You always speaking the truth. You know, you following Farrakhan. You being a good brother, man. You always showing us love. But I'm a black man. So what am I saying? Do your best, sisters and brothers, to not generalize us so much. If out of the 10 black men that you have dated, 6 of them hurt you and 4 of them did not, then that means 6 black men that you have dated have hurt you. It does not mean all black men have hurt you. Brothers, if 6 out of the 10 black women have hurt you that you have dated, then that means 6 black women have hurt you out of the 10 and not all black women. What do I mean by this? The other side of this equation is that it is very easy to blame a black man or a black woman in a relationship and find enough justifiable reasons to step outside and to go and be with someone white or someone else. But it is very hard for us to own up to our responsibility within the relationship. It is very hard for us to confront what we have added, the toxicity, the negativity that we have added into the equation, which brought about the eventual end of the relationship. Brothers, sometimes we can be very, very, very illogical. Brothers, sometimes we can be very, very, very illogical. Sometimes we can be highly impatient. Sometimes we can speak before we actually get all of the information. Sisters, sometimes you can be very, very emotional and illogical. Sometimes you can be very, very, very emotional and illogical. Of course. We both have these things that we need to work on. Well, this is what I'm saying. I'm not going to tell a black woman to work on herself if I'm unwilling to first work on myself. That's my point. And then I'm not going to tell anybody to work on themselves, and I'm not going to bring up any issues between black people, black women, and black men if I am unwilling to acknowledge what it is that caused us to be in the mental, spiritual, and emotional condition that we are currently in to begin with. Exactly. That's how we were created, sis. You're right. I do not sit here and point fingers at the black woman because I know so many amazing black women, and I know that one negative situation with a black woman does not equal or equate to all of them. That doesn't make any sense. I haven't met all black women on the planet, nor have I met all black men, nor have I met all white women, Mexican women, Indian, Native, etc. I haven't met all of them. So acknowledge what happened to us. That's the first point. Black women would never have to step out and find love anywhere else if they had it at home. What do I mean by that? When black women are acknowledged by black men, when they are supported by black men, and sisters, correct me if I'm wrong, but when black women are supported, are loved, are appreciated by black men, uplifted, acknowledged, validated, hell, bragged about by black men, publicly, privately, at home, in the street, on social media, everywhere. When you are bragged about, loved on, acknowledged, validated, uplifted, you do not feel like you need to go nowhere else to get no love. You don't feel like that. As a matter of fact, if you start by receiving it from your father, if he was in the house, if you start by receiving it from your mother, if she was in the house, your uncle, if you had one, your brothers, if you have any, you don't feel the need. There is no yearning to find it anywhere else. The black woman is the mother of civilization. Let me slow that part down so we can understand. She is the mother of civilization. She brings knowledge, wisdom, understanding, culture, refinement, wisdom. She is not savage. I'm referring to the original black woman. She brings knowledge, wisdom, understanding, culture, refinement. She brings that love, that affection. She imbues within the child so much nutrition, spiritual, emotional, mental nutrition into her child to where the child feels like, man, I don't give a damn what nobody say. My mama loved me. My mama said I'm handsome or beautiful. My mama said I'm strong. My mama said I'm a strong man, or I'm a beautiful, powerful young queen. My father said I'm a strong young man. I'm going to be just like my father. My father's my hero. My father told me I'm a beautiful princess. See, when you have that, you don't have the need to go out and step out and go be with anyone else. Now, for those who are in interracial relationships, because understand and know this, Brother Rizza Islam is not poking at your relationship. Just because you're with a white man, I'm not going to sit there and be, like, yeah, sister, leave that white dude. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the reason why interracial relationships, specifically, black and white exist is because of the lack of love between black and black. And again, remember this. We were destroyed, sisters. We were destroyed, brothers. We were destroyed, sisters. We were destroyed, brothers. What I mean by that is that we were removed from, I know you guys have heard this so many times, but we need to hear it over and over again. We were removed from our name, our language, our culture, our religion, our God. Okay? Our name, our language, our culture, our religion, our God. Some of us may not understand exactly how severe that is. Let me say this. Number one, our names. If you have a name on you, it is a definition. Then the definition carries out a certain personality. The personality carries out certain actions and behaviors. And therefore, you become what it is that you are named after. It's like naming somebody savage. They tend to do savage things. A savage is one who has lost the knowledge of his or herself and who is living the life of a beast. You call somebody a savage and they start doing crazy as hell stuff. And they be like, oh, she a savage. He is savage. Because you're doing crazy as hell stuff. Because of what name or description or label that you have given them. The name Rizza means a gift for your travels or a gift for your travels through life. The last name Islam means peace or submission to God. Rizza Islam means a gift for your travels into peace. Rizza Islam, a gift for your travels into peace. Does that make sense? So my name gives me the meaning that I have. It gives me the mental orientation, the frame of mind upon which I wear and that I walk and act it out within my daily life. Can you tell that that's what my name means? If you can, then this is where you definitely understand. If I name someone Williams, Johnson, Bug, Tree, Crow, White, these are the last names. This is what the slave master did to us, and they know that. They know that. They had to remove our names because if they removed our names, they removed a level of our power. They removed us from the description, meaning they removed us from the 99 attributes of God. They took us away from God in the way of our description. Then, of course, our language. You take a person's language, though, their ability to communicate thoughts, how they perceive reality. You snatch that from them. They don't know where they are, how to communicate, how to exchange ideas, how to mentally grow. You remove from them the ability to read and write or access and acquire knowledge. So now they can't grow mentally, which is secondary to spiritually. So I'm cut off spiritually. You remove my original way of believing in God or the supreme being or the universe, etc. You take it away completely and you replace it with something that is horrifically mutated, and you refer to it as Christianity, even though the original version of Christianity came out of Ethiopia and or Africa. And the original symbol for peace in Ethiopia under that was a swastika, but you stole that too. Then you put Christianity on me. You put a white man up there and say, that's the person who I'm supposed to believe in. If I don't believe in him, you're going to kill me, etc., etc. And then you take the ability for me to access and validate this knowledge that you're talking about. You take it from me and you make it illegal for me to acquire knowledge. Then step by step by step, layer by layer, you diminish me from a god to a dog, to an animal. You understand? This is what happened to us. I know y'all like, okay, Rizza, this is a whole lot. No, it's not a whole lot. This is exactly what we need to know. We have to know all of these pieces so that we can put all the pieces back together. Now, next point. When you see the picture of the sister with this white man, some of you are saying, well, Rizza, what about true love? I mean, what if she's just in love? Okay, well, let's refer back to her Twitter in, I believe, the year 2015 and 2016. She said the first time a person ever made me feel beautiful was a white man. I don't believe that. Sorry. I don't believe that. Just being honest with you. I do not believe that every day, minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day, month by month, year by year, that there was not one black man in Britain who made this sister feel beautiful. I don't believe that it did not exist at all. In her years of living, that there was not one man, black man, who made her feel beautiful in all of her years of living. But on her Twitter, she said the first time any man ever made me feel beautiful, it was a white man. And then she said the very famous statement that a lot of our ignorant brothers have made out of our ignorance, because again, we were destroyed, yes? Which means we have partially the white man's mind, yes? Which means a lot of black men walking around are actually white men in black skin, yes? As the Honorable Minister Farrakhan said. So if they're walking around saying this to her, you pretty for a dark-skinned girl. Damn, girl, you bomb for a dark-skinned girl. Damn, Ma, you got some pretty skin for a dark-skinned girl. Damn, girl, your body look nice for a dark-skinned girl. Damn, you real smart for a dark-skinned girl. Very real statement that many men have uttered. And when I say real statement, I'm saying that's not a lie. The statement that they made, they actually made that statement. I'm not making that up. A lot of black men have actually made that statement to black women. I've seen it in real life before, and I've checked it. And then I said, why are you so stuck in the white man's mind? But again, you have to have real black men with knowledge of who we are in order for us to correct that. Because a lot of our brothers have been programmed through the news media, through movies and television, through magazines, through celebrities, now through social media, through life itself, with this syndrome of self-hatred, where white is right, yellow is mellow, black stay back, black is hideous. The darker you are, I can't stand nothing dark. Give me that light skin, that red bone. This sickness, which originated with white people, it did not come from black people. But if we don't know this, then again, that part, that little piece that is missing is that we must educate them. We got to educate them. Simple as that. But I'm going to say this, brothers, from now on, in the year 2020 and beyond, kill that. Kill it. Kill that nonsense. Kill the lie. I don't care what any brother got to say anywhere. I don't care if some of the biggest celebrities will open their damn mouth and say, man, I ain't messing with nothing unless it's light skin. I will check the hell. I will use my platform to check them. Why? Because too many black women are walking around here with low self-esteem because too many Negroes have perpetuated and parroted the words from white men about black women. Due to self-hatred, due to us being programmed to say it. Black men did not originate black on black crime. Stop that. Black on black crime, black on black hatred, black low self-esteem originates with white people. If you don't like the facts, then get off the live. Look at the cause, find out where it came from. That is how you will end it. That sister is a product of self-hatred. She's a product of black men who have a white mind. She is a product of a high level of miseducation. She is a product of the mentality that has been carried out, foisted, and pushed upon us. And then now we push it on ourselves. This is very plain. This is very clear. This is what it is. There would be no white woman without the black woman. I'm going to say this again, just so we can understand just how in depth the beauty of the black woman is. And I'm sure when I talk about black women, when you say black women, you're referring to the original black woman, number one. Then if you're Mexican, you part black. So my brothers, don't get on here and get pissed off. This is the actual fact. Genetically, biochemically, physiologically, Mexicans are part black. Do not get mad at this. Don't get mad at that's the fact. So to our Mexican family, beautiful. They're beautiful sisters. Great. Brother Rizza, Islam number one is black women number one, the mother of civilization. That doesn't mean I hate anybody else. No, I'm a black man. So don't get mad at me. That's my preference. That's my cup of tea. That's my, how do you want to call it? That's my meal plan for my bodybuilders. That is exactly where I'm at. That's what I will be married to. That is what I will be having children with. I applaud a white man for acknowledging his white woman, since they have had a long history and present of not acknowledging their own and nobody else's woman, really, except when they want to steal other people's women. But if a white man loves a white woman, hey, salute to you. Mexican loves his Mexican woman, salute. Chinese loves a Chinese, salute. Indian loves the Indian woman, salute. Asian man loves the Asian woman, salute. African man loves the African woman, salute. Black man loves the black woman, double salute. Because we were taught to hate one another. So what is my point? That last post brought out a lot of sisters who had a lot of low self-esteem saying, well, listen, everybody want to get mad at her because she went and found love from somebody who gave it to her. No. She was just personally, and from what I analyzed, number one, she's in Britain. And the British brothers that I know, the black brothers in Britain and in the UK and London, all those areas, the majority of black folks out there do not identify as black. They don't. In Britain and in Europe, most of the black people who are there don't identify as black. They identify as French. They identify as German or German black. or English African. But it's always the European description first, because they have the white man's mind. They have his tongue. They speak his language. They speak and talk like him. Yes, Brother Rizza, I understand. Yes, I graduated from Juilliard, and I listen to him. I'm not hitting at them. I'm explaining this to you. The sister was not around no black men from the hood. The black men who have the knowledge of themselves all the way. For some of you who say that's not true, you don't know every person in London, neither do I. So before you say that's not true, stop and go analyze. Take a poll, speak to 100 black men in Britain, and see how many of them identify as black. You might get 60%, maybe get 70%. The majority of them, what I'm saying, in the country, do not solely identify as black. So my overall point is, the sister partially, again, just like most of us have been affected by the system of white supremacy, self-hatred, where we look at light skin and the lighter versus the darker, the taller versus the shorter, the nappy hair versus straight hair, all of this. We have been looking at all these different pieces, and this is how we have been living our lives. Brothers, show more love to the sisters. Show more love to the sisters, because we're not going into 2020 no more with this nonsense. I'm not about to sit here and be walking around where black women say, well, look, I'm about to just go get some love from a white man. You can do that if that's what you truly want to do. But if you go there out of a yearning because you didn't get it from just the few black men you were with, because you didn't, there's nearly 50 million of us here in America. So what does that mean? Black women, you have not met the best black man for you. If you clearly stepped out, you didn't meet the best one for yourself. You gave up. I understand. Same thing, brothers. You definitely did not check around enough. And here's the number one key that everybody might want to look at. You didn't work on yourself enough to evolve and become the black man that deserves the black woman that you need. Or you didn't evolve yourself and work on yourself enough to become the black man who deserves the black woman that you need. Now, I didn't want to hit everybody with that, but that's the ultimate truth. You want to point at everybody else, I can't find no good man. Are you a good woman? I can't find no good woman. All these females, are you a good man? I'm going to just be real on that one. Because a lot of the men who I talk to, like, nigga, you a nigga. But hold on, bro. No, you a nigga, bro. You still dealing with like 6 females right now. And you trying to sit here and get mad and say there's no good black woman. Wait a minute. A black woman wants you, not you and 6 other females, bro. What are you doing? What are you talking about? Some of us got to really check ourselves and take responsibility for who we are and where we are for real, and really analyze and be honest with ourselves. Self-improvement is the basis for community development. That's what that is. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan continues to say that. Self-improvement first. Now, you want to run out here and point fingers at everybody else, but you don't want to point at yourself. I'm just saying, being honest with you, I'm talking to myself too. I've had to look at that. Like, why is it that my last relationship didn't work? Great person, yes. But why didn't it work? The relationship before that, why didn't it work? What was it? And rather than doing this all day long, oh, it's her, it's it, I had to start doing this and say, what is it about Rizza Islam that is not meeting up to the standard that Rizza Islam needs to have a successful relationship, a successful, longer lasting relationship, and goes into marriage? What is it? A lot of us don't want to ask ourselves that question. A lot of us want to point because it is very easy to point to someone else. Very easy. It is extremely easy. Blame is very easy. Responsibility and accountability is very hard because you got to look at yourself. You got to look at all your dirt, all the all the grime and the muck and the nasty, disgusting things that you have built up right back here that you don't want anybody to see. You're trying to cover it up and be a very well-dressed lie. There are a lot of sisters out here who are pretty problems. They are pretty problems. a lot of brothers out here who are well-dressed issues. We can put on a suit real nice, look real clean, talk that talk. We got muscles and everything, highly intellectual, some of the most articulate, well-versed and oratorically skilled men on the planet. And yet we got a bunch of crap going on up here. Brother, work on yourself. Sister, work on yourself. And I guarantee you, opposites attract and like repel. The more you work on yourself, just understand this, working on yourself is the best thing you could ever do. Working on yourself is the best thing you could ever do. Sister Jaquela, we can do that. Sister Divine by Nature, we can do that. Just let me know when, we'll talk. We'll talk right after this so we can see what your availability is, because that's absolutely needed. Going into 2020, I'm not with this nonsense no more about black women being bashed, really about women being bashed in general, period. I have respect for all women, including white women. Let me make this very clear. For me to have respect for a white woman in no way means I'm attracted to them, because I am not. So I want to make that very clear. Rizza, that offends me. I don't give a damn about you being offended. Now that I'm legally able to love a black woman, I'm going to do that. I couldn't love my black woman because I would have been killed for even looking her way at a certain point. So I don't give a damn what you think. There's enough white men out here for white women to share and you to be shared around with them. So go over there. But I, for one, am not at all attracted to a white woman in that manner. I'm not. Now, if you get offended by my absolute truth, then hey, be offended. Go follow somebody else who lies to your damn face. I don't disrespect you, but I want to marry and be with a black woman. Simple as that. I'm going to have children with a black woman. I'm going to procreate with a black woman, build my entire empire with a black woman. Be unapologetically in love with your people and yourself. That is all I'm saying. White love, well, let me reverse that, because no, that's not going to work. Black love does not equal white hate. Black love equals love for all human beings on the planet. And Rizza, how is that, you may say? Because if it were not for the love that the black man and black woman had for one another, they would have never sought to procreate, to create another human being and other human beings upon which the entire human race was spawned. And towards the very end of the genetic line came white people to begin with. White people wouldn't exist if it were not for black love. To a degree. Because I don't want y'all to start flipping out and start switching up scriptures and stuff, because there's another side of that. But I'm just saying, genetically, what I'm saying is white people wouldn't exist if black people didn't exist. That's what I'm saying. Because some of y'all gonna try to flip it. Oh, wait. Very basic. So start loving the sisters more, brothers. Here is the assignment for my brothers out here, the young brothers in the street and the sisters who are watching. First of all, I appreciate the fact that you do take time out to watch your brother. This is a Saturday afternoon. Most of y'all do not have to be jumping on this live, listening to Rizza Islam talk. You really don't. I appreciate you. I thank Allah for you. I love you, and I will continue to do my best as a young brother, young soldier in the street, FOI soldier in the Nation of Islam under Farrakhan, humanitarian activist, now author, all this whatever stuff. Just a brother helping the people. Brothers, I need every single one of you, if you can, do a 60-second video going over all the ways and reasons why you love the black woman. Just a 1-minute video. If you are Mexican, do the same thing for the Mexican woman. If you are native and you are watching this, do the same thing for the native woman. If you are of any specific culture, do the same thing for your woman. But I'm putting high emphasis on the black men, and particularly in America. Do a 60-second video if you're real about it. Do a 60-second video going over as many reasons as to why you just love and appreciate the black woman. You understand? That's something that I think would help as we go into 2020 to be a gift to the sisters, a gift to the brothers, a gift to the children, because they need to see that example, a gift to us. So if you are black, do it for black women. If you are Mexican, do it for Mexican women. If you are Native, do it for Native women. If you are Asian, do it for Asian women. And if you want to acknowledge all the other women in every other culture, you can do that. But I'm just saying we have to give acknowledgement to the sisters, because we're not going to have another generation of women walking around here with low self-esteem, feeling like they have to jump outside and go everywhere else because they're not getting it at home. My daughter going to have so much love for me. She going to be like, look, if you don't love me the way my daddy loved me, you might as well go ahead and skip over here, player, because you ain't about that life. That's how much love I will put into my daughter. You understand? And that is exactly what we have to do. Sisters, don't leave yet, because I know you're enjoying the fact that Brother Rizza is like blasting and just like promoting and pumping y'all up, which you don't need any pumping up. You are the mother of civilization. You are the first. You are the original. You are the first nurse. You're the first teacher. That's you. You are amazing. Get that through your head right now. If you ain't heard nobody say it, you're hearing your brother say it. You are that. There would be no one without you. Understand that. If you're dark-skinned, sisters, please understand this. We all came out of darkness. So without you, we wouldn't be here, period, period, period. The original black woman was blue-black. Blue-black. The original, blue-black. So if any Negro walking around and says, oh, you too dark, or you pretty for a black girl, or dark skin, just say, you know what, brother, I appreciate you because you really don't know. And just keep walking. I appreciate you, brother. You just don't know. What do you say on Friday? The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. I'm not being derogatory. I'm not being disrespectful at all. I'm saying that is a very strong statement. It means biologically and chemically, the darker, the more concentrated, the more powerful, the more life-giving juice you have. That is actually a chemically, biologically, physiologically accurate statement. The darker, the more concentrated. So black women, be very, very, very in love with how Allah blessed you to come out with such a hue or such a pigmentation full of life-giving liquid within your body, because we all came from that. All right. So brothers, first off, I need you to make a 60-second video just going over why you love the black woman. Just give them that love, that appreciation as we go into the year 2020, because we have to be in love with our people. We have to be in love with one another. We have to show the children an example. We have to show our elders that we ain't lost our damn minds, because as our brother Elijah Farrakhan, wa alaikum salam to the God, was saying earlier, we are in America, or what is called the hells of the wilderness of North America. The Babylon that the Bible refers to as the mystery Babylon, the new Rome, worse than Sodom and Gomorrah, worse than Ad and Thamud in the Holy Quran, worse than all of the cities that you could ever imagine that were being judged by God. This is worse. This is where we are. People are doing some of the most crazy as hell things. So by us doing this video, 60 seconds, where you're talking about black women and you're giving them love and support and just explaining why you love black women, what that's going to do is it's going to send shockwaves across the internet, and it's going to have people seeing black men show up and stand up for black women, which is going to cause people who would have thought about harming black women, who would have thought about doing something negative to black women, who would have thought about going around black women, stealing from them, attacking them, etc. It's going to have them thinking twice, because it's going to make them think, well, damn, if I do something to this, to any one of these black women, man, it's no telling which one of these black dudes out here going to do something. They will become nervous. They will think 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or 12 times. And they will rethink, and they will not do what the hell they were going to do. Why? Because they see that we actually are standing up for our people. You understand what I'm saying? So a 60-second video, brothers, 60-second video, just 1 minute, post on your page, tag Minute Sisters. 60-second video from you, if you don't mind. I know a lot of black men hurt you. We did it out of ignorance. I apologize for them. I know a lot of black men probably cheated on you. We did it out of ignorance. We had a white mind. Understand that. I apologize for that. I'm sure some black men put his hands on you. I apologize for that. We had a white mind. We were not in our right mind. But if you have enough of your heart left, just enough, would you mind doing a 60-second video acknowledging the good of the black men that you have met in your life, whether that's your father, your brother, some of your friends, your cousins, your uncle, your schoolmates, your co-workers? Would you mind just digging deep into that little bit of your heart you got left and pulling out some good words for the brothers who are good brothers? Because there's a lot of black men who are amazing. Like the majority of black men, just like the majority. Well, first of all, there's no such thing as a no good woman. Every no good woman was made no good by a no good man. So says the most honorable Elijah Muhammad and the honorable Minister Farrakhan, and you can analyze it to verify that it is absolutely correct. And even the no good woman who birthed the woman and who broke down her own daughter, that woman or that mother was broken down by a man at some point in her childhood as well. But sisters, if you can take it upon yourself to do a video, 60 seconds, and post it up and just acknowledge the good black men who are out here working hard, doing our best to help our people, doing our best to uplift society, doing our best to represent, doing our best to give love, even though we don't have much, to give patience, even though we don't have much, to give money, even though we don't have much, to protect you, to protect our children, to work 2 and 3 jobs, to do all we can, not to go crazy, to beat up somebody because of the stress we go through every day being a black man in America. Your words help us more than you could ever imagine. Just to hear a random black woman saying, you know what, I see you, King. I see you, brother. You're doing an amazing job, and we love you. You are an amazing brother. God loves you. I love you. We got your back. Do you know what that does to a black man? Do you have any idea what your words do to and for us? Do you have any idea? It's like God saying it to us, because you are the second self of God. After God, there's you. So you saying that about us makes us feel like, man, I'll go lift this damn car up right now. Nigga, I'm just telling you. That's what it does for us. Coming from a black man, I'm telling you what it does. When I hear that, yo, I feel like I could, like our minister out here, Minister Abdul Malik, he said, man, I feel like I could slap a lion. I slap the president. I'm telling you, that's what he said. He said, man, if I got 10 more like yo, man, I'll slap the president. I'll be like, you crazy as heck. But that's what it makes you feel like. So brothers, we need 60-second video, a 1-minute video from you showing love to the sisters. Love, just showing love to this, acknowledging them. Be respectful, though. Be respectful. You ain't got to be like, yo, body girl. Listen, we already know, bro, but just be respectful. Go internal. Talk about the sisters internally. Talk about their characteristics, their character, how much they love, how much they appreciate, how much they uplift, how much they help, how caring they are, how patient they are, how, talk about their character. Talk about what's in here, bro. Right in here, here and here. The more we acknowledge certain things, the more people will focus on those certain things. So if you acknowledge the mind of the woman, more brothers will start to be focused on the mind of the woman. If you acknowledge the heart or the intentions of the woman, more brothers will start to focus more on the heart or the intentions of the woman. You focus more on the spirit of the woman, more brothers will start to focus on the spirit of the woman. I'm telling you, that's how it goes. Whatever you put your attention on will grow. That's how this goes. So brothers, do that. Sisters, please do that for us. Both of us need to do it. Let's post these videos. Let's get this black love going. And there should be a hashtag. Let's see. Hashtag Black Love Challenge 2020. Black Love Challenge 2020. Black Love Challenge 2020. And I guarantee we can get this all the way up to the shade room. Black Love Challenge 2020. If anybody gets angry about it, you clearly have opened up yourself and exposed yourself to all of us to show us exactly who you really are. Again, the Black Love Challenge 2020. This is for black people, number one. But if you are Mexican, do the same thing. Mexican Love Challenge 2020. If you are Native Love Challenge 2020. If you are Asian Love Challenge 2020. If you are white, don't go crazy. You might want to just put Real Love Challenge 2020. Okay, look, no. All right, what I mean, Yeah, that's a little tricky. White love challenge. Y'all got some people with some issues. All right, that's all I'm saying. We all got issues, but y'all got people with some real issues. White power, okay. Brad, it's White Love Challenge 2020. Just talk about your wife, Brad. All right, Bill, I'm just saying. Slip a little white power in there. Should be all right. No, damn it. Bill, you know what I'm talking about. You got issues. Black love, we got a certain, level of understanding. White love, boy, they always, it's like, come on, man. Basically what I'm saying is, if you're going to put White Love Challenge 2020, do not make it a challenge to demonstrate how much you love your white woman and how that is so much better and how white love is better than black love. You get what I'm saying? Don't do that. Really, you know what? I'm really throwing y'all a bone. Damn it, I don't even want to say nothing about no white love right now because it's about black love right now. It's about us. All right, it's about us. I don't even want to do that. All right, but if you do it, do your thing. Just be careful. Tread lightly. Watch your step. Okay, that's all I gotta say. Watch your step. Other than that, Black Love 2020, you already know what it is. You know where it is. Brother Rizza Islam is at the gym right now. Why? Because that's a part of Black Love too. Gotta love yourself. Work on yourself. Self-improvement is the basis for community development. And of course, if you want the community to get better, you must work on yourself. That's how this goes. Black women need to see that love from black men way more. And black men, we got to see it from our sisters too. But we can't see it if we don't show it ourselves. Last but not least, family, before I go, I need you to go to the link in my bio and order your copy of Message to the Millennials. We dropped so much science that came out of this book last night. Message to the Millennials. Go to the link in my bio right now. Order your copy. This book is now being requested in about 35 bookstores across the country, and more are coming in. It will now be featured in a catalog that goes to over 100 prisons. They don't know what they're putting in that prison with that book, but don't tell them. Shh. Gonna set a fire behind them walls, boy. Yeah. Yes, sir. That's how you gotta do it. All right. So I appreciate y'all. Make sure you go to the link in my bio right now to order your book. Appreciate y'all. May Allah continue to bless each and every one of you. Don't get mad at your brother. We got passion, but we're not going to be disrespectful. We have humility, but we ain't weak. Don't ever get it twisted ever in your life. Love you, sisters. Love you, sisters. Love you, sisters. Doesn't matter what shade. Love you, brothers. Doesn't matter what shade. I love you as well. If you're not black, but you're brown, red, all right, yellow, white, we got some talking to do. But we can, all right, respect. Let's respect. Appreciate y'all. Peace. Assalamu alaikum.